Hey everyone, happy Monday. This is week two's music theory online learning pathway assignment. This is just a video to describe the assignment and how to complete it. So I'm in the music theory pathway classroom, and under the Classworks tab, I've put theory assignment number 2. And for this week, you'll complete an additional level in Tone Savvy. So if you've already done level 1, which is what I've seen most people complete, then go on and complete level 2. A couple people have done multiple levels, so go ahead and just do the next level if that's something you want to do. Let's down here, I've seen a lot of people doing their own clef, but really try to challenge yourself with the other clefs as well. That will help you in the future when we start talking about part rating and those types of things. You'll need to know both clefs. And so start kind of getting through that uncomfortableness right now of learning notes in another clef. The next part this part of the assignment for Tone Savvy, you don't need to do anything in Google Classroom because once you complete a level on Tone Savvy, it automatically shows me, and I'll just check in to that resource and make sure you're completing those. For part 2, it's submit 2 video lessons from YouTube, and what you want to do is find a video that talks about key signatures for major scales. So make sure they're about major scales, and you want that video to talk about how to identify a key signature and then how to create the key signature. So for identifying key signatures, it would put a key signature up on the screen and teach you how to determine what key you're in by looking at it. The other part of that video would be to have a video that says, I'm in the key of D, how many sharps do I need? So, or flats or whatever, but it is sharps. So you would need a video to show you how to do that. If you can't find 2 videos that show you, and I want you to have 2 because there's multiple ways to do this and there's many tricks, so I'm hoping that you can find multiple tricks for each video. I'll also talk about some tricks down here in the key signature section when I have it on screen and can show you about it. So this is more just to get you to see different ways of learning it. Bonus if you can find one that talks about the circle of fifths, because that's going to be in a lesson coming up or an assignment of how to use the circle of fifths to help you do theory, because it's a beautiful tool. It's amazing. So if you can figure out how you can do key signatures with the circle of fifths, that would be great. But all you're going to do is take that link and post it into your Google Classroom assignment. You want this part of the assignment and this part of the assignment to be all in the same, part 2 and part 3. You want it to be in the same part. I'm not going to make another assignment. So you're just going to submit them all under the same assignment area. Part 3 of the assignment is going into musictheory.net and doing some drills based on these videos that you see up here. So you want those videos to kind of help you get into the key signature identification and construction. I can't necessarily make a video. My computer is so slow right now. It's really hard for me to make a video and edit it and then upload it. It takes about an entire day for me to do all of that. And so there are plenty of people out there doing those videos, and that's why part 2 is in there for you to find those videos. I've put an example here of a really good one. And then basically what you'll be doing with this is just helping for the future. We're basically trying to discover new videos that I can use in the future in class. So we're kind of helping everybody. We'll post these links and have them for the future as well. So the good videos. So you're going to submit 2 progress reports. One will be for key signature identification and one will be for key signature construction. Okay. Note, if you're joining the pathway for this week, you're going to need to go back to week 1 and then review all of the instructional materials, announcements, and these resources to figure out how to get into Tone Savvy and submit assignments and all of that fun stuff. But for part 3, you're going, I've already brought up musictheory.net, and you're going to go into exercises. So the first one you're going to do is the key signature identification. The second one is the key signature construction. So I'm going to show you how to set these up. Key signature identification. And again, I think I had you doing 100 key signatures with all selected. So I'm going to... okay, so I'm going to start here by going into key signatures. Yours will only have 7. You want to have them all selected. Make sure that you have your clef. So if you're bass clef, you want to select bass clef. And then scales will be right here. Letters for your note. For note names, you're just going to have letters. You don't want to do any of that. After animation, in challenge mode on with a question limit of 100 questions. So that will show up in your report when you're all done. And then basically you'll go through and you'll start challenge. I just clicked a bunch of different ones through here. And so when you get to the end of your challenge, you're going to submit this report, and it will have all of those different items on there, key signatures, all the way to 7 sharp. And then it should look exactly like this when you're done, when you do that key signature. Sorry, when you do that progress report. Go ahead and put your name like this before you screenshot it. And if you don't know how to screenshot or you don't have that ability on your Chromebook, then go to print and save as PDF. And then you can upload that PDF for your assignment for that part. So that's how you would do the key signature identification. I'm going to show you, just going to go back and start challenge. So one of the tricks that you can use for flats is once you know the order of flats, so the order of flats would be BEAD, B-E-A-D, and then I think Genesee County Fair, so GCF, B-E-A-D, GCF. And so the trick for looking or knowing your key signatures based on flats is you can go to this flat and go back 1, and that would be the key signature or the key that you're playing in. So the last flat is F flat, and if I went back 1 flat, that is C flat. So I'm in the key of C flat for that one. Sharps, you go to the last sharp and then go up a half step. So, because this is the 7th note of the scale. So you would take G sharp, and the next chromatic note is an A, so you're in the key of A. This one, your last is E sharp, and so the next would be F, but I have to apply the key signature, F sharp, so I'm in the key of F sharp. Oops, I clicked on the wrong one, but that was on accident. Oh, we're back to the same one, so we're going to go back here, and that's the key of F sharp. So we're back in the flats. We got A flat. We go back 1. So you have to know the order in which they're added to the key signature. B, E, A. We'll go back 1, and that's E flat. Fat cats go down. So that's D sharp. Up a half step is E. Fat cats. So C sharp. Up a half step. That's D. B, E. Go back 1. So we're B flat. Now, this is the only one right here. 1 flat, you just have to memorize that you're in F major. And then no sharps or flats would be C. So C, no sharps or flats. F is 1 flat. But all of the other, when you go to the last one, this is A sharp, and then you go up to 1. So fat cats go down, alleys. Go up 1 half step B. So that's the trick to kind of do your sharps. The last sharp is always 1 half step below the name of the key you're in. And then flats, you go back 1 flat, B, E, A, D, G, C. Go back 1, and that's the key that you're in. So hopefully that helps you do that. And so you'll need to do 100 of those set up the same way. And at the end, it will have that. I talked about it earlier in the video on how to do the progress report. So just go back and see that if you need to. So I'm going to go back now. So I've done that. Now we're going to go to key signature construction. And so basically you want to, in this assignment, I said we're going to do 40 key signatures. Click the wrong thing. Key signature construction. Challenge mode on. And so you're going to go to 40 questions on this one. Key signatures, you wanted all the key signatures selected. And then we go into start challenge. So this wants F, and so one of those, we remembered the F needs to have 1. This would be C flat. So in here, if you do all the way just 7 flats, when you get to one that you know has lots of flats, then you can work your way back. So again, if I have this right here and I go back 1, that's going to be C flat, so that's correct. D flat, if I just kind of click and I have the last flat here and I went back 1, that's D flat. F sharp major. So we're going to find E sharp right here and then F sharp. So you just work backwards in the same kind of fashion. So if we got, that's D flat, so we need, that would be A flat. You go to 5 and that would be D flat because we go back 1 flat. If you ever forget how to do your, what order they're added in, you could just go B, E, A, D, G, C, F, and that will just review for you how to do that. Or you can go fat cats go down alleys eating bananas. So that hopefully that helps you see how to submit this week's assignment. Please let me know if you have any questions in the questions tab, or drop in for virtual office hours, or send me an email or message, and hopefully I can help you. Thanks.